Welcome to Stock Shots. Our guest tonight is DTI founder and CEO, Mr. Tom Busby. Tom is a trading industry pioneer and a world-recognized educator. His lifelong career in the market started as a money manager with some of the world's largest wirehouses. Tom is also the author of the best-selling books, Winning the Day Trading Game, The Markets Never Sleep, Global Insights for More Consistent Trading, and the newly released Trade to Win, Proven Strategies to Make Money. You can watch Tom trade live every Wednesday on the web from 7:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central Time. Go to www.stockshots.tv, click on the DTI banner, and register now for your free trading education from DTI, the leader in live trading education. Listen in now as I interview Mr. Tom Busby.
Mr. Busby, thanks so much for being with us on Stock Shots this morning.
I'm happy to be here.
We saw a historic move yesterday, I think maybe the fifth largest in history for some of the major indices. Are you looking for a pullback now, or is this truly the beginning of a new bull market?
Well, first of all, let me establish a little foundation. In October of 2007, I went on national TV and radio and said, get out of stocks, they're going down. Somebody said, how far? And I said, I don't know, but they're going down. Liquidate. That was in October of 2007. Let's fast forward and look at what had happened over that time period. The national indexes have dropped almost 50% around the globe. Now let's talk about sentiment and let's talk about where we're at. This is the worst quarter in the, I think, the history of the stock market. Well, let me tell you what happened on March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. We went down to an S&P reading of 666. On that Friday, when we went down to 666, we told our people, hey guys, two things are going to happen on Monday. One, we'll make a new low, and this market will continue down to new lows. Or you can expect a snapback rally starting on Monday if we don't make a new low. Well, here's what happened, and here we are, 800 Dow points later up. We went long on that Monday, Tuesday, and we've been long pursuing a course of being long in the market. Right now, I'm bullish on the market. We'll stay bullish as long as the S&P is above 666. If it goes below 66, I'm wrong.
That's great news, because I tell you, so many of the perma bears have gotten on national TV, and I think it's really gotten the investor sentiment. The individual investor is very, very scared to allocate any money, even in their 401k, even in those things that they consider to be long-term investments. They're just scared of the market because of that 50% drop that you talked about.
Well, it should be, and you know, I can make money where the market goes up or down. Our students can make money where the market goes up and down. You know, every Wednesday we open up our interactive trade room and let people watch us trade. You know, when we trade live, where they can see this in person. And I find, James, it's so interesting where people get so concerned about direction. The key is to know where you're wrong, know where you're going to make your plays, and know how to deploy your assets. Now, let me give you an example. The three strategies that would have worked good over the last year and a half was shorting, selling calls, or buying puts. Right now, the strategies that are working are buying calls, buying stocks, or selling puts. Those are bullish strategies. So you got to do the strategy according to what the market's telling you to do. Leave your ego at the door.
Hey, that is one of the toughest things to do in this business, is it not?
Oh, yes. I mean, you know, you get invested in a decision and you just want it to be right. It ain't about being right. It's about making money.
Well, one of the things that I really wanted to ask you is we often hear that 90% of traders fail. Is success in the trading business possible for somebody like me who's passionate about the markets, who wants to dedicate the time and energy to the training? Is success of a trading business possible?
Oh, absolutely. And let me just give you a little history here. In 1983, there was a famous trader named Richard Dennis. Richard Dennis had a bet with his partner that trading was a transferable skill. They created a group they called the Turtles. The Turtles have become famous, and people don't know about the mystique of the Turtles, but the Turtles was a group that proved that valid point. Trading is a transferable skill. Some of your best and richest people today were a member of that original Turtle group. at DTI down here in Mobile. And if you don't know where Mobile is, that's in L.A., Lower Alabama. We're down here teaching people around the globe, on the web, in person, how to trade and how the process works. So, yes, affirmatively, yes.
Now, if an individual started with DTI as a complete novice, how long would the training process be, and what would the approximate cost be?
Well, first of all, we got all different entry levels to get started with DTI. And you go to our website, www.dtitrader.com, and go to our store there, and you'll find that out. You can't, you can generalize it and say it's going to probably take you anywhere from 0 to a year. We find most of our students that, number one, can say, choose between chicken, fish, or steak and decide they really want to do this. They got desire. They need knowledge. We give them that. They need a process. We show them how. And then they need support, which is what we're known for in the industry, is supporting these people along that journey. So a short answer would be somebody can get started with us tomorrow. 6 to 9 months down the road, they won't believe what they learn when they learn the language of the market.
Well, now, what personality traits does one really need to possess to be a successful trader? If I'm doing an analysis of myself to find out if this is, I've got the passion, but what personality traits do I need to possess for success?
All right, well, let me tell you, there's 4 main personality traits. And the first one you said you already have. You got desire, right, James?
Yes,
you want
sir.
to do this?
Absolutely.
I mean, you want to do this to the point that you want to leave your current job and go out there and do it, right?
That's right.
You want to do it. So you got desire. The second personality, you got to be willing to learn and be open-minded. You can't be a know-it-all. You can't be the guy that, I know best, or you have to be open-minded. The third is discipline. You have to be willing to follow for a limited period of time someone else and be mentored along the way and understand those lessons of learning. Okay? And the fourth and final is like James, John Wayne once said, if you get on a horse and he throws you, you got to get back on. That's the true definition of persistence and how to get back on that horse. Because you're going to get thrown a few times along the way.
Well, as far as being open-minded, I think many of us, I know myself, over the past year, I've paid enough tuition to learn that I don't know it all. And that was tuition in the markets of making the wrong moves. So I think now would be a great time for many traders to come in and be willing to learn. That kind of leads me into my next question. We've heard that the game has forever changed, and I'll give an example. My grandfather taught me to trade when I was, not trade, but invest when I was 16. I watched his portfolio. He's passed away, but he left it for my grandmother. I watched what was once a great portfolio really decline with no sales in it over the past year. Has the game forever changed, and is the buy and hold investing mentality gone?
Okay, first of all, let's talk about the game. The game never changed. If you go back to the early 1900s, there was a man called Jesse Livermore. Jesse Livermore was a man that understood the game and the language of the market. And the game is real simple. It's not how long you hold something. It's whether you keep your B's less than your S's, meaning your buys less than your sells. And so time is what Wall Street is trying to tell people. Hold it for the long term. Well, think about that. They're lowering the expectations of success by saying just hold it, and so people rationalize, well, I was supposed to hold this for the long term, despite the fact that I've lost 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60% in it. So you have to understand that time only plays a factor in how you manage your life. In the market, price plays a factor on how you manage your portfolio.
For the rest of this great interview, visit our website, www.stockshots.tv. That's www.stockshotz.tv. Thank you for listening.